actor, thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome. If you don't already know me, my name is Makayla Lysiak. If you do already know me, then there's no need for introduction. Today, we are learning how to act realistically. Now, our job as an actor is to be believable. Our goal is to deceive the audience, make them believe that the incredibly complex human being that the writer conjured up is actually real. Okay, wow, that sounds like a lot, Makayla, but how do we actually do that? How do we make our character actually believable? Well, today I have 3 tips on how you can act more realistically. Be sure to subscribe so you can get more helpful acting tips like this that can help you become successful in your acting career. We have a really fun time over here. We have a great family and awesome community, and I've been so incredibly grateful for all the support you guys have been showing me on my recent videos, the positivity and the love that I receive from you guys. I really feel like we are a family, and we are at 170,000 subscribers. We are almost at 200K. We helping people achieve their dreams over here. So be sure to subscribe. Let's just get into the tips. Tip number 1, people watch. Yes, I mean, look at your fellow human beings in their natural habitats. Observe them, because we are trying to emulate their natural behavior. Why does it sound like I'm describing animals on like Animal Planet, like I'm one of the commentators? I don't know. So when I get an audition, I look at my character notes and I look at all the personality traits of that character, and I try to think of people in my life who are very similar to this character in my audition. So if my character is shy, I can think of maybe a friend that I have who is shy. I will observe them a little more closely when I'm having a conversation. So I'll take note of the body language. She's shy, so her body language is a little more inward. She has a few hairs in her face. She's not very loud when she speaks. So there's these little characteristics that you can find in people that you can add to your performance. Everybody knows that an outgoing person is going to talk with their hands and is going to try and take up space with their body. And everybody knows that shyer people tend to have their body language a little more inward and reserved, right? Take note of that when you're looking at other people and add that to your performance. Tip number 2, internal monologue. So what is an internal monologue? During your scene, your internal monologue are the words that you're thinking about inside your head while you're performing, but you're not actually saying them out loud. This allows you to have a more realistic delivery of your lines, and it just gives your performance a more visually organic feeling, because in real life, we think before we speak. So let's take, for example, this sample script that I wrote. Mia is in her room and she's going through a breakup, so she has a messy room, her eyes are puffy, and the character says, "Oh my gosh, Mia, you look and smell like death." So if I was playing Kayla, for that line, "Oh my god, Mia, you look and smell like death," I would be thinking in my head, what is going on? So like maybe I'll write a little note, what is going on? Oh my gosh, Mia. So it's like in my head, I'm like, what is going on? Oh my gosh, Mia. You know what I mean? Because it's like that natural like thought. It shows that we are thinking and we are in this moment, and it allows us to act more realistically. The next line, "The only thing that's dead is my heart. Unfortunately, I'm still alive." Dang, she really going through a bad breakup. Mia throws her head into a pillow. Kayla opens up a window. Kayla says, "It's been 2 days. You've got to go outside and get some sunlight. I refuse to let you rot in here." So if I was approaching that line, I would probably put Mia in the front of it, thinking in my head like, "Oh my gosh, Mia, come on, it's been 2 days." When I think about those words and I say it in my head, it like causes me to shake my head, and I'm like, I'm already feeling that vibe in the line. So when I'm saying that line, I'm saying, "Mia, come on, it's been 2 days," in my head. It's been 2 days. Like, I was thinking about it in my head, and you see how you could see me thinking about it, whereas if I said, "It's been 2 days," it's different. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain it, but hopefully it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Leave a like if that made sense to you. That is a tip I use for every single audition and when I'm breaking down every single script. And if you want to use these tips for auditions, you can find casting calls with the sponsor of today's video, Backstage. It's Backstage. She back. This video is sponsored by Backstage, and if you don't already know, Backstage is an online self-submission site where you can find casting calls for thousands of different projects. Whether you are interested in voice acting, theater acting, or television and film acting, or even extra work, Backstage has casting calls for all of your acting and audition needs. A lot of the opportunities they have on their site are extra work or student film opportunities, non-union work primarily, and it's a really great way for you to kind of get your feet wet within the industry and kind of gradually make this transition into getting bigger jobs with an agent. And they work with great networks like Nickelodeon, Disney, HBO, Netflix, and NBC. So if you are ready to start auditioning, you can sign up at backstage.com and use the promo code Makayla to get a discount off your first month. Or you can click the link in the description and you will already have the promo code set up for you and you can start auditioning today. Thank you so much Backstage for sponsoring this video. Let's get into the third and final tip. Tip numéro 3. Do not over rehearse. Do not do it. I know. You want to be off book. You want to memorize your lines, but there is a fine line between memorization and over rehearsal. Because when we over rehearse our lines and we are trying to be off book, but we continuously practice, then we start memorizing the way we're saying it and memorizing our body movements and memorizing our facial expressions. If you're over rehearsed, your performance is a little more stiff and rigid. And in real life, we are more spontaneous. Sometimes we stumble over our words. Sometimes we have a hard time finding our words. So I would suggest when you are memorizing your lines, memorize the words and not the way you're saying the words. There's a big difference. And if you want some tips on how to memorize your lines pretty quickly and easily, be sure to check out this video. And those were all 3 of the tips. I hope you guys enjoyed them and leave a like if you found some useful information from this video. And if you want some more acting tips like this, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know. But the video is not over yet. You know we gotta do it. We got to do it. It's time for the monologue submission. The monologue submission. The monologue submission. Wait. The monologue submission. What? The monologue submission is an original concept I started on this channel where you guys send me your acting for me to critique. And it is just my opinion. So don't be mad. You sent it to me for my opinion, so that's what you're gonna get. If you would like a chance for me to critique your acting on this channel, be sure to head over to my Instagram and click the little highlight bubble that says monologues and you'll have all the information on how to submit your own. So I gotta go find somebody right now because I didn't pick someone before we started filming. For today's monologue submission, we are going to be reviewing one from Hannah Lawrence. And her Instagram is at Hannah Cathlaw, so if you want to go follow her on there, tell her she did an amazing job, and please let me know as we're going through it what you think of Hannah's monologue submission in the comments down below. Let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Hannah Lawrence. I'm 22 years old, and this is one of Fiona's monologues from season 1 of the TV show Shameless. You don't get to abandon your kids and then show up one day and take your pick of the litter. This is about you. This is about what you didn't do. It's about what I did. And you know what? I did a fucking great job. Debbie is class president. She's on the debate team going to nationals. Lip, he's top of his class. He set the curve. Ian was promoted in ROTC and he tested out of English, and Carl made something blow up for the science fair. And you know what? They did it all, no thanks to you, because you weren't here. You were my mom too. You know what? You're right. You are their mom and you're here now, so I'm done. I'm done with the school and the bills and the clinics. I'm done. They're all yours now, Mom. Good luck.
Round of applause for Hannah Lawrence's monologue. Very well done. Let's get into the visual elements first. I like the setup. Again, there's nothing distracting, no harsh shadows, very well lit. I can see your face. It's all great. It's all good. I can hear you. C'est parfait. In regards to the acting, I think it was really well done. I'm gonna just go through it. It's gonna be a little hard for me to pinpoint on this one because sometimes I just wanted to see a little more like the emotion. I needed to see that heart a little more. And I don't know if that was from the face or what it was, but I gotta find it. So hopefully you guys can help me with it. I don't know if anybody was thinking that as well, but I don't know, I was craving just a little more because it was like, oh, it was like right there. It was really good.
You don't get to abandon your kids and then show up one day and take your pick of the litter.
Okay, so for that first line, I love how she said it, but I just think maybe I just wanted to see a little more of the reality that was starting before the scene. In this case, I want to see her react to whatever her mom said before this. And I want her to really think about it. Whatever it said offended her so much that she went into this long monologue, right? I want to see her be taken aback and get offended and have that boiling frustration in her body, you know?
You don't get to abandon your kids and then show up one day and take your pick of the litter.
So yeah, so the before thought for this could be, are you serious? Are you kidding me? When whatever happened before this scene started, before you pressed record, I want to see on your face, you reacting to what she said to you and really feeling, are you serious? You don't get to abandon your kids one day and then come back and take your pick at the litter. Like, something like that. And that's what triggers this whole speech. This is why you go on to this long monologue, right? So I want to see that from the beginning.
This is about you. This is about what you didn't do. It's about what I did. And you know what? I did a fucking great job.
Yeah. I like that moment. When you say that too, I love how you did the hands. I did a great job. Like, you were like proud of yourself, and that body language is really great.
Debbie is class president. She's on the debate team going to nationals.
That was good.
Lip, he's top of his class. He set the curve.
That was good. See, now we're getting a little more of those facial expressions. You see, she was moving them eyebrows, a little bit of wrinkles. That's what we like.
You were my mom too.
Good beat, good pause, right? This is also what we talk about pacing. You know, it's speedy, it's passionate. I did this and he just did this, and they're doing amazing things. And that pause, and that silence, and that stare, and then the address, right? And that's called dynamics, okay? That pacing, it makes things a lot more interesting for the audience when it's not all just one speed. There's variation. I see the emotion in the eyes and the turn away because you're vulnerable. Great.
You know what? You're right.
Yep.
You are.
Closing off. See that body language? She folded her arms because she looked away. And I say she's getting vulnerable? Then she goes in. When somebody's vulnerable, their body language is not out like this. They go inwards. Showing that, really great choice, right? Walk away, girl. Yeah, that was good. Okay, great job, Hannah. I love your monologue. I think that you had the pacing down and the way you said your lines down. I just think the one thing I would like to see that I think could be improved on just a little bit more, the before thought, having that internal monologue, so it just looks a little more organic when you're transitioning between thoughts and kind of being more realistic in the space that you're in and making me believe that there is somebody in front of you that you're upset at, you know, and that you're actually reacting to a situation instead of it just being separate from that. So overall, I think it was really well done, and let me know what you guys thought of Hannah's submission in the comments below. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe before you head out. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't seen it already, be sure to check out my last video on my college journey. It's a little more fun. I have some vlogs in there, so be sure to check that out if you haven't. And be sure to follow me on Instagram because when I'm not posting on YouTube, I'm posting all the time on there. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!